Hey there, everybody. Come on in. I'm Lorraine Rise, and welcome to Can AI Write Your Resume? I'm here for another LinkedIn Live, and I think it's going to be a couple minutes as everybody is just coming on in. We had a number of people RSVP for this event. I'm so excited. I had, I don't know, what was the total count? I'm going to look over here. Over 150 people RSVP for this, which is really, really cool. So, as you guys come in, I would love for you to tell me a little bit about yourself. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me in case you don't know. But my name is Lorraine Rise. I am the owner of Career Uprising. We are a kind of a boutique career coaching and resume writing firm for mid and late career professionals. And so I would love for you guys to come on in to the studio. I'm in the studio, which is also my home and my office and my podcast studio. Come on in from wherever you are and tell me who you are if you don't mind, not being shy, and where you're from. And also, if you have any questions, please go ahead and put them in the chat. That would be amazing. And I would love too for somebody to just kind of be like, hey, and let me know that y'all can hear me and see me and that it's all good here. So if somebody just wants to be like, yeah, we can see you and hear you, that's always helpful. All right, and if you see me look over here, I got myself up, and then I'm gonna have Chat GPT up as well. So come on in, tell me who you are, tell me where you're from, if you don't mind, and we're gonna find out. Hey there, I see some people joining. That's awesome. And we're going to talk about, can AI write your resume? And maybe even the whole, hey, hi there. Hey, Courtney. Maybe even kind of the whole job search journey, right? Because AI is taking over so many aspects of that. But I'm so excited about the level of interest that I have seen in this topic. It's very timely. It's exciting. It's also scary. It's kind of like freaking people out. Hi, everybody. Hey, Melissa, Amy. I love everybody. Thank you guys so much. There's the reason I ask you guys that too, to like verify, is there's a little bit of a delay, right? From the time I start to the live broadcast. I think it's like 30 seconds or something. So it feels like I'm just like alone on an island for a few seconds. I'm not sure if anybody's there. But you guys are here. That's awesome. Hi, Gina. Everybody, thank you for coming in. And also, please feel free to go ahead now. Hey, Sunny. And let me know if you have any questions. All right. And so go ahead and put them in there now. So it could be a job search question, whether it's AI related or not. Go ahead and pop it in the chat. We can make this kind of a two-way conversation. So, so if it's an AI job search question or just in general, career changing, any of that, pop it in. And what I'm going to do is if I miss it, I'll go back at the end and I will make sure to answer it. Okay. So if you guys, like I said, I'm Lorraine Rise, Career Uprising. You should be able to see it right there. There's my URL. If you want to learn a little bit more about myself and my team, and I think I have some of my team members and clients here today as well joining the broadcast, which is so exciting. So let's do this. As you guys are coming in, telling me who you are, where you're from, I love this engagement. I do want to mention one thing, especially concerning this AI topic today. I wrote a blog post. I have a newsletter that I put out on LinkedIn called Get Hired Over 40. And I'm actually going to give you, if you guys don't mind me looking over here for a second, let me put the direct link in here. I think that I can share this with you guys because I didn't write this, but my last blog article was written by Chat GPT, and I did that to kind of be like cheeky and kind of make a point. So I want to see if I can share this with you guys. Give me 1 second as you come in. But if you haven't done so yet, let's see, URL. Oh, there we go. Copy link. Here we go. Bear with me, guys. Let me see if hopefully you guys can see this comment. subscribe to my newsletter, Get Hired Over 40. That's what I want to say. All right. So hopefully you can see that. I popped that in the chat. Let me put it here as well, just to make sure everybody gets it. Okay, there you go. So subscribe to that. My last blog post was written by ChatGPT. You're very welcome. So you can kind of see what it can write, I'm not going to keep doing that. Of course, that's cheating, but I didn't take credit for it. And I wanted to do that because I wanted to kind of test the powers of AI and see what it could do for me as a business owner. And also there's so much that it could potentially do for you as a job seeker, and maybe what it's going to do. Yes, it wrote the entire article. I word for word did not edit it, the whole thing. There you go. That was my whole point. I didn't want it to be edited. I just said, hey, ChatGPT, write me an article all about the job search and AI. And boom, that's what it did. Okay. Now that's not always, as we're going to talk about, that's not always what happens, right? It's not always that easy when we tell AI to do something for us. But anyway, what I want to do, I want to get into what this means for you in terms of your job search and specifically writing your resume, because I've been playing around with ChatGPT and I'm getting really curious. I'm going to share some of my findings of what it did when I asked it to write a resume for me. As you know, it wrote a blog post for me, and it makes a lot of great dinner recipes for me too. That's what I mostly use it for. And then I also asked it another question, just to be kind of funny. And I'm going to share you the answer to this in a minute too. I asked it, is AI going to replace resume writers? I want to know, right? What's my job security look like? So I'm going to share that with you guys too. And just some of my general takeaways and impressions. But I would also love to know from you guys, what has been your experience with ChatGPT? Has anybody here tried to use it to write something, their resume even, or a cover letter, or to give you answers to interview questions? I would love to just kind of know, what have you been playing around with ChatGPT or any other AI, and what has been happening for you? Like, what's the good, what's the bad? And I see your question. We're going to answer that. Should I use AI services like ChatGPT to write for writing content? Yep, we're going to definitely talk a little bit about that. And this is all my opinion, of course, and just my experiences, you guys. What is going to happen in the future with all or any of our jobs, to me, is anybody's guess. I don't know for sure. I don't think anything major is changing in the short term, but I don't know. Here we are, right, talking about this. So Callie, big fan of Lorraine's. I'm a big fan of you too, girl. Big fan of you. And this is a big topic. And it's not one that I have all of the answers to. You know that, right, guys? Like, I'm the least techie person. I'm married to a wonderful software engineer, but I leave all that to him. So I'm grappling with this. I'm learning from this alongside all of you guys as well. Okay, I'm just scanning. It's really good for brainstorming. Yeah, it is. It's really good to kind of give you guys, you use it all the time. Amy, let's see, contracts, emails, resumes. It's a time saver, but I make it my own. And that's going to be kind of the point today, right? Is I'm going to kind of take a middle ground a little bit. So here's the thing. Let me start with this. I played around with this, all right? And so I said to ChatGPT, and I'm looking over here. So if you guys see me look away, that's my other screen. I said, give me an example or write me a resume for a technical recruiter, because that's what I used to be. And I just said, at ABC Company from December 20th to February 2023. So I just made up a title and gave it some dates. Hi, Tom. And this is, so then there's what I got, right? So I'm going to tell you, the first thing I got was an objective statement. And as probably Tom and Melissa and Callie and other people know, we don't write objective statements on resumes anymore. I would not recommend that. And I'm just being very honest. It doesn't really serve you. It's very outdated. Man, nothing's going to age you faster than an objective statement, maybe an AOL email address. Right? So there's good and bad here. We don't write objective statements because the objective is the job target. The objective should be self-evident, right? I should know by the fact that you're applying to be a technical recruiter that that's your objective, right? So the first thing it gave me at the top of my resume is actually kind of old school, I guess I would say. And you can do it, you can put it on there, but would I recommend it? No, I really wouldn't, right? That's just my opinion. So are you laughing at my AOL email address joke, Melissa? Yeah. Sorry, AOL. Okay. So it did that, all right? And then it put in my title, ABC Company, and the dates, because I gave it that. It's only as good as what you give it. So you're going to have to be very specific. And then what I got was what I expected, right? I got some bullet points that it just pulled from the internet and probably various recruiter job descriptions. And do they fit what I did? Generally, yeah, they did. But it reads like a job description is the problem, right? So, and that's something that we always say that we don't want a resume to do, because we don't want it to just be this bland document that is a carbon copy of the job description. I want you to take inspiration from that. I want you to use the right keywords, but a good resume, as we all know, is going to have your specific accomplishments and skills and metrics. And you'd have to give all of that to ChatGPT, right? So it's not going to give you anything that doesn't require editing and customization anyway. And I don't know, it's not that different to me than going on somewhere and just pulling a job description and maybe formulating your resume from that, which some people do. So you have to, what I think that it does, because I'm not going to take a middle ground here. I know a lot of people probably expect me to be like, oh my God, you need to bash ChatGPT because you're a resume writer. I'm not going to do that. Actually, it's a really cool tool, but you got to know how to use it. And it's not going to be the end all be all that you think it might be. It's going to give you what I think is a framework and a starting point, but it is not going to give you a beginning to end finished product that doesn't need any editing or any customization or anything. And it's also not going to give you something that is written to reflect you, right? It doesn't have that human touch, obviously. Of course it doesn't. So if you want that in your resume, you or somebody is going to have to add that. And I think you know that, right? That's to be expected. So you would have to give it a lot of information and ask the right questions in order to get something back that requires minimal editing, right? But I think you're going to be massaging the content no matter what, because here's the thing, and can I get an amen from somebody on this, right? We have to stand out in the job search. We have to stand out. We have to be unique. We have to have a personal brand. We have to have something that reflects us, that is not cookie cutter. This is going to be cookie cutter. But can it help you to at least get some ideas and get started? Yeah, probably so. Probably so. I think that it can give you a framework. I think it can give you the basics, definitely. But you're going to have to add the pizzazz or have somebody else help you add that. And you're going to have to go through. I got a yes from somebody on something. I love that. And you're going to have to go through and add your metrics, your accomplishments. I would really hate for somebody to put this out without any editing because there's nothing unique about it. And there's nothing specific or measurable in it. I mean, screened resumes, conducted phone screens, collaborated with hiring managers, maintained job records. All of that, though, is self-evident. Right? I already know you do that as a recruiter. What I want to know is how good were you at that? What were the results? It doesn't know your results. So you're going to have to put those in. All right. But if this helps somebody to get started who isn't really good at writing, perhaps so, right? It will make bad resumes to be yeah, definitely, right? So it has its strengths and it has its limitations, definitely. But I had some fun with this, So the other thing I am going to say too, so this is what I got. So I told you the first thing I got was an objective statement, which is a no. Okay. The very last thing that it gave me at the end was the other kiss of death. Okay. references available upon request. That just drives me nuts. We don't put that on resumes anymore. It's very antiquated. It's a waste of space. You don't need it. It's like, duh, of course I will ask for your references if I want them, right? So there is still some intuition and human touch or some context or interpretation, something here that needs to happen. And some things need to be taken off, because right here it's telling me I have some certifications that I don't have. It just put them on there. So make sure that we're being truthful here. I think I'm going to take those as a suggestion. Right? Because I don't have CRS or PHR. I have certifications, but not those. So you can see it's just pulling what it thinks you probably would have. So a starting point, yes. A complete, wonderful, unique, branded, authentic document? No, not quite. Okay. All right. So let me catch up with the chat. You guys are just chit-chatting away, and I love it. I love it. What's going on? I get lost in my own thoughts here and what I want to say. All right. Yes. Thank you. We have to stand out in the job search. Let's see. Yeah, I agree with this. I think it will become more apparent to recruiters what was written by AI. I think so. Yeah, you can. I think you can tell. That's why I think that you can take inspiration from it, but I do not think that it is wise to try to write your resume or cover letter or whatever from beginning to end with this, because it is going to become more common now that the whole world knows about all of this. Yeah, it copies and bullet points exactly from job descriptions. I'm going in reverse order here, you guys. And yes, Tom, the objective statement is a bit self-serving. Yeah, it is, right? The resume is not about you. I mean, it is, but it's only about you in reference to what you can do for the employer. So a summary statement with your capabilities would be a much better use of that space. But ChatGPT doesn't know that. So, you got to help it a little bit. So, all right, just catching up with you guys. Keep posting questions and comments. I don't know. We're talking about Indiana Jones. I don't know what that I'm coming in on the middle of that conversation. Let's see. I can't get a good resume out of it. Not even close. Yeah. It's got limitations for sure. All right, you guys, good. So here's a funny question that I posed to ChatGPT. Are you guys ready for this? Okay. I decided to just go right for the jugular. And I asked it, let's see. Will AI replace resume writers? Can you blame me? I wanted to know, okay? I wanted to know. And do you want me to read what it says? Maybe I'll have to summarize, okay? But I thought this was interesting. It says, while AI technology has advanced significantly in recent years, it is unlikely that it will fully replace resume writers anytime soon. While AI can assist with certain tasks related to resume writing, such as suggesting keywords and formatting options, it cannot fully replace the human touch that a professional resume writer can provide. Resume writers offer a personalized approach to crafting a resume that reflects the unique skills and experiences of each individual. It can provide guidance on how to highlight strengths and accomplishments, as well as offer valuable insights into industry trends and hiring practices. Additionally, a well-written resume is not just a document, but a marketing tool. Now that you are right about, my friend. ChatGPT, amen. That is the truth, right? And what you will get out of this is not a strategic marketing document. It requires human creativity and critical thinking to stand out. We were just talking about that. Perfect. While AI can provide a template or a suggested structure, it cannot replace the creativity required to tailor a resume to a specific job or industry. Therefore, while AI can certainly be a useful tool in the resume writing process, it is unlikely to fully replace the need for the human resume writer anytime soon. How very diplomatic of you, ChatGPT. Little bit of a PC answer there, right? Maybe, or I don't know. But there you have it, okay? ChatGPT told me that it is not going to take my job. And if it's on the internet, it must be true. That's right. So what's going to happen? We don't know. But I will agree with it that it's not going to replace the creativity, the human touch, the personal branding. And, there's just something about, I don't know, the human writing something. I don't know. It just sounds different, as somebody said. It just sounds a little bit mechanical. the way that it's written. But I do appreciate the sentiment here that ChatGPT promises it won't take my job. We'll see. I'm going to hold it to that, right? Absolutely. All right, let's see. What else we got? Summary, references available. Yes, all reflective of the bad resume advice on the internet. Yeah, I gotta agree with you. Let's see. AI, ChatGPT can write a CV, but it depends on the algorithm laid in the model, the solution. Yep, it can be learned. AI should be learned. I'm sorry, to on-way algorithm of creating relevant for the definite CV pattern for the exact position. So there's some nuances to it, definitely. Yeah, Thomas, you're right. It's not gonna do it from beginning to end. You're gonna have it just write pieces at a time. But it's kind of like at that point, why not just have, a recruiter or somebody? Because that's the thing. So my whole career has been hiring and recruiting. So when I'm looking at a resume, I'm looking for more than just keywords. I'm assessing you. I'm assessing this career story that I see. And I'm looking at your LinkedIn profile and I'm comparing that to the resume. I'm doing so much more than just being a bot and looking for a certain keyword. And at the end of the day, humans are still hiring humans. This is absolutely the truth. Okay. There's still a human behind that ATS system. So you need to write a resume, not just for a computer, but for a human as well. You need to strike a balance between both. That's hard to do as a computer, but a human can, because I have hiring experience. I know what hiring managers are looking for, and I understand context, right, and career progression and things like that the computer can't necessarily interpret. So people are still hiring people. If you just do a quick search, and there are a bazillion recruiter jobs out there. Okay, so there's still humanity, a shred left in this process. Okay, so I think that having a human written resume is really going to benefit you for sure in that regard. So I'm kind of taking a middle ground, you guys, and saying I want you to I'm going to play around with it. I want you to embrace it because it's here, whether you like it or not, right? Same goes for me. But I want you to use it wisely, and I want you to use it smart, okay? And use it as an aid for you, perhaps. But you also would really, really benefit from having somebody who knows hiring look at this resume, whether that's your coach or your resume writer or somebody who has that kind of right experience. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to try and summarize. I hope you guys can see this. I'll make a few notes. Let's see. Of what I think AI can do for you right there. And I'm such a tech loser. I'm going to try this twice. You might see these twice because I'm not sure when I post in StreamYard if you guys can see these comments. So forgive me if you see these twice. But here's what AI can do. Okay, get you started and give you a nice framework. Give you general ideas for answering very basic interview questions, but you're still going to need to do the same thing. And if you use AI to help you answer interview questions, you're going to run into the same thing. You're going to get canned, formulaic responses that are not customized to you and might actually not be the best thing. No, I'm not sharing my screen, Melissa. I'm just posting a comment in the discussion. So hopefully, if you guys maybe refresh, you might be able to see this. So what I just posted was the two things that I think that AI can do for you, and here in terms of writing your resume. And now I'm going to post what I don't think it can do. I probably can share my screen on StreamYard, but I haven't done it, and I don't feel like trying it live with you guys right now because that probably won't go well. So I'm going to do what I do know how to do, which is post a comment. So what I don't think AI can do for you on your resume is add personal details, facts, figures, and accomplishments. Write in a human voice with your personality and style. Write the whole document beginning to end without any editing or customization, or write a resume that is unique and engaging, nor can it guarantee accurate information or updated information. And ChatGPT will be the first person to tell you that. There is a limitation to the accuracy and the updated nature of the information, nor can it really include you and your personal soft skills that you have, okay? So, all right, there you guys have it. All right. So what do you guys think? What other comments or questions do you guys have? All right. Are you thinking you're going to have ChatGPT write your next resume? We can help you if you want. I've got a couple wonderful team members, part of Career Uprising here. Melissa Kelly is one. Callie Falk is another. We have a fantastic staff of writers and coaches and humans, live humans, if you like those. Info is from 2 years ago on ChatGPT. Yeah, probably so. So if you want a human touch, go to Career Uprising right there. It should be at the bottom of the screen, that little bubble. Okay. We can help you for sure. I know Melissa in particular is fantastic with military transition as well. And Callie's one of my coaches. And then there's me, of course, as well. But I'm mostly doing this. I'm mostly the face of the business at this point. So, all right. Yeah. Yay. I'm just going to scan through. Did I miss any comments or questions? If I did, put it in there again, because I got a lot of comments to scroll through and I might miss it. Who has a question about anything? Careers, job searching. It can be AI related or not. We're coming up on 30 minutes. I'm probably going to go just a few more minutes. What else can I help you guys with? And I'm scanning through to see who else is here. Okay, let's see. All right. Well, tell you what, guys. All right. So in the end, I think ChatGPT is cool. I think we need to embrace this as much as we can. I think we need to be smart about it. I think that we need to understand its limitations. It's not going to replace the personal touch. It's just not, guys. Okay. But it could give you inspiration. It can get you started, but you need to run somehow, whether you have a coach or a resume writer or a hiring manager friend, you need to run your interview answers and your resume bullet points through a human. I would strongly recommend it because you need the human and the computer these days to get hired. So you should, therefore, it makes sense, have a human and maybe a computer help you to write your career documents. Okay. Very middle of the road, not ChatGPT bashing, but also not like, yay, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, right? So we have to just kind of use our technology wisely. Okay. How do I see your comments? Some people don't, y'all, I don't know. I put it there. I see it on LinkedIn. I'm looking now. You might need to refresh, or maybe it'll come up at the end. I don't know. I see it. I see everyone. Maybe because I'm the host, I see a whole lot of comments here. But it could have something to do with whether you are watching on LinkedIn or YouTube. It's on both. And I think there are some differences and some limitations. But let's see. What's the most important part of the resume? Oh, I can answer that for you. The top half, that first impression. So on the top half of the first page, you've got you should have your targeted job title. Okay. So like kind of like your LinkedIn headline, but on your resume. That needs to be what your job target is, not necessarily even what your job title is now. You need to have that big and bold. You need to have your key skills. You need to have not an objective statement, but probably a short value proposition, little elevator pitch on there. Okay. But it's all about the first impression. Okay. So when I look at this resume, it's boom. People read top to bottom. They read top to bottom, left to right. Okay. So that means the top half needs to grab my attention and be relevant, or I'm not reading the rest. And then when you write your bullet points, I want you to have the strongest part of your bullet point be at the beginning. Okay, so either use an action verb or start with the result first and what the actual accomplishment is. So write your resume knowing people read top to bottom, left to right. Okay, but that is the most important part of it. All right. I don't know what's up with the comments, you guys. I'm a little new to StreamYard, so it might have to do with how you're watching. So no, it sounds like not everyone can see everyone's comments. I don't know, but I will have to get an expert techie, somebody to kind of help me with that. I can see everything, but anyway, if anybody is missing something, you want to know what my list was that I posted, you want a copy of the recording for somebody, just message me. I'm very friendly. I love messages. So send me a LinkedIn message if you have a question about this or something that you missed or you want me to repeat. I will totally do that for you. Okay. I appreciate it. Okay, any final questions? This has been fun, you guys. This has been fun. All right. So I'm just going to leave you guys with this. If you want our help, I have an amazing team. We've been in business for 8 years at Career Uprising. We do coaching, we do resume writing, we do career counseling assessments, we do all of those things. Okay, we have resume distribution to connect you directly to recruiters. We also have a professional salary negotiation consultant that we just partnered with, so we can help you negotiate your salary. We are so much more than just a regular resume writing firm. There is so much more to what we do. We can do end-to-end career and job change support. We can actually get you in front of recruiters and actually get you more money and do the negotiation with you. It is truly amazing. So please do go to careeruprising.com if you would like to know more about us. But it's about 30 minutes. That's what I was planning. Thank you guys for attending. Please share this video with somebody else. Or if you need a link to it to share it to somebody else, message me. I'll give it to you in Messenger, but it should be on my LinkedIn profile, and it's also on YouTube as well. I don't have a lot of YouTube followers, so don't laugh if you go there. I'm totally all on LinkedIn, but it's at least going on to YouTube, okay? I at least have a YouTube channel. All right. Thank you guys so much for attending. Go to careeruprising.com, connect with me, message me. I really appreciate the level of engagement. Thank you guys so much. And here's to none of our jobs going away, right? All right. Take care, guys. Thank you.